HOTTOGO. You could take Sergio hot to go, not me, because I'm a married woman who does have 5 husbands, and I will not be stopped until I have at least 7, I think.
7 is the goal?
7 is the goal. I only have 4 so far. But
why 7?
777.
Wow.
Also a
devil number.
No, that's an angel number.
Devil number.
It's also one of the albums that I listen to. Also, I was gonna wear my hoodie.
It's
but
too hot.
It's not that it's too hot, but I do still want to show it off because I did spend a lot of money on merch in the past couple of days. But I think it's still very cool. Anyways, also, if you're wondering why does she sound like that, it's because I've been screaming lyrics for the past 2 days because I went to one too many concerts.
And I was not invited to any of them.
No, that's my favorite thing to talk to John about is like...
Not inviting me to concerts?
Not inviting you to concerts.
Wow.
Anyways, is this also not super cool and super sick?
Well, I wouldn't give an opinion because I wasn't invited to the concert.
No, so this is the fit for today. This is the Garden Random Tour hoodie. And then I have Slater Still Burnt
Why
tour.
are we promoting artists who are not paying us?
First of all, those are my husbands, and I won't have you speak of them. Wyatt and Fletcher Shears.
I just don't like giving free sponsorship to someone who doesn't know who I am.
This episode is sponsored by
No, you cannot say that. We're not getting money.
It's sponsored by me. Check out my YouTube.
You're paying for this?
My YouTube channel.
Okay.
I'm paying this with my hard-earned time, love, and no money.
When was the last time you posted something on your YouTube channel?
Oh my God, since like February. It's been a long time. I was looking at my YouTube and I was like, how are people still watching me? Because I actually gained 2 subscribers and I have like 200 minutes of watch time from last year.
That's crazy.
Not last year, but from last month. So thank you to the people who are probably still watching that vape non-sponsored video. I did make money from it, but it was really fun.
You did get money?
A lot of money. It was really nice. That's great. That's why I was like, maybe I could do it again.
You should definitely do it.
But it was an affiliation, so it wasn't really sponsored.
Do you want to introduce the podcast?
I think we already did.
No, you did not. You went and talked about your polyamorous musical sex life.
Exactly. And I think that's all we need.
No,
episode finished.
We're not a music-based podcast.
We could be, but you don't.
But we're not.
But
I'm too musically talented to make this a musical.
I don't know.
A musically podcast.
Inept, maybe. Talented, questionable.
I'm talented enough that I produced and mixed, recorded the theme to our last podcast. The reason why this doesn't have a theme is because I haven't gone to it yet.
He said the same exact thing to me 2 weeks ago.
I am trying to, okay? I just been too busy, and when I do finally have the free time, I'm too lazy to do it.
Anyways.
But we're just Slayin.
We're just Slayin, exactly. If you want a 3-minute intro into the podcast, even though you're probably John and or one of Sergio's relatives, I am Cecilia, whatever you like to call me, as long as it's not rude, because I will cry about it, probably. And to the right and or left of me is...
me, Sergio, living in 3D.
You can take the glasses off if you want now.
I'm doing it for the bit. I'm wearing it for the whole episode. He did just look up,
are 3D glasses bad for your eyesight?
Yep.
Do you want to tell us about the symptoms that can possibly occur if you wear them for too long?
I'll tell you all the symptoms of wearing them.
I did hear nausea, blurriness of vision.
You can get nausea, headache, short-term discomfort, eye strain, headaches, blurry vision, fatigue, or nausea.
That sounds pretty standard.
This happens when your brain can't combine images from the 2 eyes, which can cause eye strain.
You know, if you've seen like so we did go to the Perot. How do you pronounce it?
The Perot?
But there's no I in it.
Oh, right.
I say Perot, but it could also be parrot.
I think it's French, so I think the R is not Perot.
No.
We went to the Science Museum in Dallas.
Natural Science Museum in downtown today, and it was actually very, very fun. It was very cool. It's definitely up there in my top 3 to 5 museums.
Natural Science Museum. I say it's better than the one in Houston.
I haven't been to the one in Houston.
I haven't been to the one in years, but I'm comparing to the last time I went. And I'll say it's better than that one, just because this one is more interactive.
They have stuff for all ages, which I really like. They have stuff for adults, for teenagers, for kids. There's a lot of kinetic stuff. There's a lot of hands-on. There's a lot of visuals. There's many things to look at. You really could spend all day there. They're only open 7 hours of the day, but you could easily spend 6 hours. Like we were there for what, like 5 hours?
4 hours? Yeah, close to 5, yeah.
There was a lot of families and children there that were taking up a lot of the exhibits.
But you know what? I feel like there was less kids than I expected. I felt like there was going to be a lot more, and we didn't see that many.
We did see some meltdowns. We did hear some people cursing.
Yeah.
There was also, for some reason, there was like a fracking exhibit, and there was like a old like Dodge car, and there was like a couple of hicks looking at the fucking engine and stuff, and being like, it runs on water. So that was also
they were hating it because it was running on water.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck them.
I mean, it's also like a display. It's not meant to be like an actual car.
Yeah.
Probably was at one point, but no longer is. We also did go to the children's exhibit just to see what it was about because
we were actually trying to steal a child.
That's not true. Take that back right now.
Yeah, take it back. I don't want to get in trouble.
There was no attempt of any kidnapping of sorts. This is an anti-child podcast. Even though
the only thing that was attempted at the Child Museum was for shopping for produce.
Yeah, and Sergio took all $15 of play money, and I didn't have anything, so I had to shoplift, unfortunately. So did I steal plastic corn? Maybe.
Oh, by the way, those prices are crazy just because they're so affordable. 3 potatoes for $1? No, that's crazy. $3, 4 bananas for $1? No.
In this economy,
we're lying to children, and it is not cool. It is not fair, and I'm not here for it.
We need inflation in the children's play grocery store so they know how we feel.
We need kids to have anxiety now.
Exactly.
So by the time they're adults buying stuff, they're
they get
okay
it.
with
They're
it.
used to it.
Yeah.
They take their Adderall and Vyvanse and they get on with their day, just like how we do.
Yeah. No, I just break my Adderall and snort it.
Yeah.
Because that's how it calms me.
Yeah, that's what you do.
That's what you do with Adderall, right? I have actually never taken an Adderall.
Are you being serious?
I am actually being serious. As someone who's done crazy shit.
Who has done many a drug.
We can't say that because someone from work might hear it. But as someone who's partaken in a lot of fun stuff, I've never taken an Adderall.
Done a lot of extracurricular activities.
Yep. Never done an Adderall.
I have been offered a substance once, but I denied it because say no to drugs. No, it was a Coca-Cola.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, that's not even worth it because it's only like 15 seconds of fun and then...
Apparently, yeah. But I also have the addictive personality gene, and I don't really want to spend a lot of my money on Coca-Cola.
Yeah. That's a good thing. Coca-Colas are highly addictive, and
exactly.
Just don't do it.
That's why if we do go gambling, I can't have to lock all my cards.
Hey,
because I'm gonna get drunk, get turned, and I'm gonna be at the penny slots.
Well, that's why when you go gambling, you take cash with you with a limited amount of cash, and you leave your card in your room. So don't even have to fucking worry about it.
Have you seen those videos of people go into like the fucking casino and they're like, how much money are you going to get tonight?
Yeah, I see.
Like $1,000. Someone did end up leaving with like 500, which is still pretty good. Nice.
I seen the same video of people like in the same subject of people going to Disneyland and saying how much you're going to spend.
Ooh.
Saw someone spend over 10 grand on like merchandise.
10 G's.
Yeah. Well, like, and included food, miscellaneous, which I assume it's like merchandise, like souvenirs and shit like that.
Or like fees on stuff.
Yeah, and then there was like it was
Fast pass.
That's 10 grand.
Biking.
No, that's crazy.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
you didn't even spend that much when you did your vacation. You were like way under that.
I gave myself like a soft a budget when I went. Yeah, and I was like, okay, well, if I spend this amount of money and I spend maybe to this amount, it's totally fine.
Yeah, when in California,
I kind of gave myself like a space in between on how much I could spend.
Do as the Californians do.
But I spent maybe
quite a bit
on like stuff at the parks. I probably, not including food, so
you
like
didn't really buy a lot of stuff.
Souvenirs, I probably spent over like close to $300.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad
at all.
Yeah. So I have my Mickey ears where my kitchen supplies are at. Do you see them?
Oh my God, they are right there. That is not a kitchen utensil. That is not food safe.
But like I could put my Mickey ears while I cook.
When you're naked in your apron.
Yeah.
For someone with the mouse fetish.
If I ever do like a Mickey cooking fetish, I could just put the mouse ears on. Whoa. Scarlett.
She's not happy.
She's not happy.
And then she ran into the wall. Like nothing's wrong. She'll be fine.
Stop barking. Not today.
Her first camera appearance, and it's her being angry as fuck.
It's okay.
What's wrong with her?
It's okay.
We told you to be quiet on a set multiple times.
This is the second time you've done this on the podcast, and it's not fun. It's not cool. It's not funny.
This is inappropriate, young lady.
It's unprofessional.
Don't think you can get your way out of this one this time. She will be euthanized shortly after.
Don't.
That is a joke. If for anybody who is listening, I'm sorry. We're not going to euthanize you. Sorry to everybody who was worried for 2 seconds. This isn't even my dog. I can't euthanize her if I wanted to.
Anyway, so
she has.
What did we say to guns? No guns. Okay, not even if you're a hoe. No guns for hoes.
She is a very anxious pup.
She is very anxious,
and she's like hyper aware. Like she loves being so sassy. Right now, she might be mad at Sergio, mad for me because I did say the E word.
Her with a finger gun, so
I did.
Might be super threatened.
She comes up. She's literally named after the color of Texas Tech.
That's actually very true.
So she needs to get used to it.
Oh my god, we just gave like a Scarlet origin story.
Oh yeah, that's her lore. That's why that's her name. If anybody cares.
Yeah, but no one does because it's a podcast.
I mean, the 3 people who listen already know why Scarlett's name is Scarlet. So they know the lore.
Can I tell you what I experienced last night?
Yes, tell us.
The movie Our Generation, Madam Web.
Oh my goodness. Will you tell me why you tweeted what you tweeted at me when I was having a heartfelt moment with my 2 husbands?
Well, one, I tweeted it because I wanted to say something stupid.
About Madam
Web. And ruined
Web.
her little moment.
Yeah.
So I was like, I might as well just tweet about Madam Web. But it is the dumbest, most terrible movie I've seen so far this year. And I seen Passion of the Christ again this year.
We're only 5 months into the year.
Yeah, it's only 5 months into the year, so something worse can come out.
Yeah, we have many more movies to watch.
I don't think Madam Web is gonna get topped this year. You know why? Because there's only legit one good actor in the movie, which is Dakota Johnson. Like, good for her.
She's a good actress.
She's a nepo baby, but still, she's she's good. Sydney Sweeney, that's her name, right?
Sydney Sweeney, yes, the big titted lady.
Why is she acting? Why do we let mediocre white women
That's an excellent question.
Stop. She's not good. She's maybe
out of
the 3 other other female protagonists, the 3 other protagonists in the movie, she is the worst one out of the 3 young ones.
Oh no.
And she has the most lines.
She does.
She does have the most lines
but
out
it's
of the other 2.
called Madam Web, and Madam Web doesn't have any lines.
Well, no, she doesn't have more lines than Madam Web.
Okay.
But out of the other 3, she has the most lines, and she's the worst actress.
Isn't that like her sidekick or something?
Well, technically, I think so the movie's an origin movie. It's not. We only see them in their superheroes suits like twice in the movie.
Okay.
Because they're both flash forward scenes of the future where the villain gets murdered by them.
Her web ties everything together.
Her web connects us all.
It does.
It does. The movie, like, so you know the famous Spider-Man line, with great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly.
So in the movie, it's not that, but it's like with great power comes responsibility.
Okay,
no,
I mean,
no.
honestly,
I butchered it. It says with great responsibility comes great power. It's like backwards.
So why did they flip it?
That's have stupid. No fucking clue.
Is it because she goes blind?
It was so bad. She gets blinded at the end of the movie, and that's how she becomes the Madam Web we know from the Spider-Man 90s cartoon. Because she's not even like Madam Web is not really even a popular character to even have a whole Marvel movie towards her. Dakota Johnson's Madam Web suit is just a red leather suit at the end.
Red leather suit.
With a red fucking visor, like ski goggles. Because she's blind.
She could have any other thing to like not see.
It's not good.
Like, what's that guy that has basically glasses like those in the X-Men?
Cyclops?
Yeah. But she could have a fucking visor.
His visor is to let him see and not distribute his destructive like things because it has like a ruby quartz thing in it. There's an origin to that too, but
okay,
I don't want to nerd out so much. But honestly, Sony had a great opportunity to make a good like maybe a thriller film if they decided to keep the plot of it but disconnect it from all the Marvel stuff.
I think because it has a really cool concept because again you have someone who goes from able to losing their sight. And it could have been a really cool, like heartfelt, interesting tale. but then we get a piece of shit, kind of.
It's
with mediocre actors and actresses.
Because so we could have kept the plot where this man is trying to murder 3 women because they're eventually gonna murder him in the future.
Yeah.
And like Dakota Johnson, she technically dies in the movie. And then she starts getting visions after she's brought back
in her coma.
And so we could have kept all that.
Yeah,
and she's
been cool.
trying to protect these women because of her visions.
She knows,
but not connected to Spider-Man. The connection to Spider-Man feels so forced in this.
Yeah,
that it makes everything so terrible because you're thinking, well, how is this connected to Spider-Man?
Exactly.
And the question is, to which Spider-Man? Is it the Andrew Garfield one,
we have
the Tobey
multiverse
Maguire
Spider-Man,
one, or the Tom Holland one? Which I don't know why they would make the Tom Holland one because the movie takes place in 2003.
So it should be Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
I would assume it's Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Where's Tobey Maguire? Bring him back. That's my Spider-Man.
No, actually, I believe if it's correct, it should have been Andrew Garfield.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because I think Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, the first one came out in 2002.
Wait, but
2003?
that doesn't make sense because there was 3 movies for that one.
Yeah, the last one, I believe, was 2008. Anyway, Madam Web, terrible movie. The voice of her generation.
It really is. It's going to change
Dakota
cinema.
Johnson, again, bringing down a whole nother corporation empire.
She really is. She's working from the inside out.
She is. She helped us as we famously took down Ellen. She helped us take down Ellen.
Yeah.
And now she's doing it by herself and taking down Sony and perhaps Marvel.
She knows what she's doing. She
by the
has
way,
insider knowledge.
The way that Sony brought all these women to star in this movie, it is shady as fuck. Because Sydney Sweeney believed she was doing an MCU movie because they told her it's a Marvel movie. And this is not connected to the MCU at all.
I don't want to say that she's dumb.
I mean, she's
because
dumb.
she's very clearly a blonde with a well-endowed chest. And I don't like playing into stereotypes for women, obviously, because I'm a feminist, love women. Not all women, but most of them. And I don't know. I feel like one that maybe they were partly lied to, or their agents.
Oh, they were definitely lied to.
Or their agents were like, oh, you can be in a Marvel movie or whatever. And the agents also spun it or whatever. But it's just like, it just seems like a hot shit garbage mess from the beginning.
This is somehow worse than Morbius.
Oh, Morbius was flop.
Morbius was terrible. And this is worse than Morbius.
Morbius. Honestly, though, I kind of liked the movie from what I was seeing.
What?
Well, not that it was a good movie, but I feel like it was entertaining to like turn your brain off to. Well, like the Fast and the Furious movies, you know?
You know what's better than that, though? The Venom movies. The Venom movies are generally better.
The Venom movies are good.
But also they're terrible as well.
In their own right.
Yeah,
yes.
in their own right, they're terrible. But the first one's way better than the sequel.
It's kind of like they mean to be terrible, though, because Venom and Eddie Brock, like, you know.
Also, I don't understand why he's calling himself Venom, because also that's a connection directly to Spider-Man, but it's not being acknowledged at all.
Yeah, because the black suit Spider-Man is also a Venom, isn't he?
Well, that is Venom. That ultimately becomes Venom once he
separates.
Once he becomes, he chooses Eddie Brock as a host. He becomes Venom because they both, the symbiote and Eddie both end up having a vendetta against Peter Parker.
The lore runs deeper than I thought.
Yep.
Do you want to know what movie I saw that I thoroughly enjoyed and that also has an entire cinematic universe that I actually really enjoyed? I'm going to say again.
Do it.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The first 3 movies, excellent. The old 60s movies.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes, right? That one's with James Franco. Not James Franco.
No,
right?
James Franco.
Yeah, James Franco.
James Franco is in the first
one. And then it's Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, right? And
we
then
have
it's
the
War of the Planet of the Apes. And this one's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, so this one takes place in the future.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. Everybody needs to go watch it.
I've only seen bits and pieces of all 3 of those movies. My
really
mom
good.
loves them.
They're so good. I feel like they're really well written.
Okay.
They have a lot of good world building that answers your questions. And it's basically something that...
So you're not confused even though there's a time jump in between all those movies?
No, see, surprisingly not. John was more confused because he thought that there was characters brought back from the original movies. But too much time has passed.
Wait, what original were we talking about? But Rise from Planet of the Apes?
Rise of the Planet of the Apes, yeah. So that's the original that it's continuing off of because they mentioned Caesar, and Caesar's the main ape in the first.
Yes, he's the one who kind of like makes the apes riot, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
he makes them smart.
The only experience I've had with that franchise has been the Planet of the Apes with Matt Damon. No, Mark Wahlberg.
Isn't he in the last one?
He was like in the first one, like the one that came out, I think 2001.
There's like 6 movies, isn't there?
So there's like 7 movies prior to that one.
Yeah,
that are like old school black and white, and then they have
the Technicolor ones.
So I've seen all of those.
Ones. Yeah,
and those are fucking terrifying because they do practical effects.
Yeah,
and they have turned me off from
those
all
ones.
The
Are scary, but the CGI ones that are like more modern. Those are way better.
Do you think so? Because it is in the same viable thing of practical effects like Avatar. Yeah. Right. Well, not really, but it's special effects.
It's a combination of VFX and special effects.
Do you think they do better body capture on this movie, or do you think they do it better in Avatar?
Oh, no, it's way better.
And this one?
Yeah, because even in the Rise of the Planet of the Apes trilogy and so on, they still have really good mocap actors to act as the big apes and stuff like that. So even though you know they're CGI, it still feels like you're watching a chimpanzee.
An actual ape. It's not like you're watching Golem.
It doesn't feel like you're watching a human play an ape. It feels like you're watching chimpanzees, orangutans, bonobos, etc.
Cool.
Which I really like as someone who's married to a monkey, an ape lover, a monkey enthusiast, etc.
Is Jane Allgood?
Basically, yes. It was really, really good, and I really, really enjoyed it. And even though there was like some twists and turns that were kind of obvious, they still caught me by surprise, which is why I encourage everyone to go see it. I don't believe
that the twisted things were that obvious.
Well, okay, John is someone, maybe it's his like undercover super autism because he's like, I know what happens, but what's going to go on in the movie before it happens.
But that's the way I am too. Like plots are easy. They're easy. Autism. Yeah, I know it is autism.
Regardless, though, I go in fully immersed and I'm there. I'm the monkey. I'm doing it. So that's why some of the stuff, twists and turns, will still catch me off guard because my mouth dropped at least 7 different times during the movie because there was twists, there was turns, there was things that I didn't know that were going to happen that happened. It's a very, very good film. And I did give a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Follow my Letterboxd.
I need to write a review for Madam Web.
I need you to write an essay, MLA essay.
I'm gonna write as like
her web.
I'm gonna do a thought. What is it called?
A thought piece
on it. And I'm just gonna write down whatever comes into my brain around it.
You just need to get like really high.
It's one of those movies
do like a voice note.
It's one of those movies that I don't know how like they let it happen because it's like, so bad. Like I don't think. I'm trying to think the last. Oh no. So I saw Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, and if you read my Letterboxd review for that, you go like, "What the fuck was this movie?" That movie was bad, but somehow this tops that. And like I cheered at the end of the movie, mostly because I wanted people to laugh. At the end, because like the whole bit is that Aquaman is trying to call Sea King his brother because there are half brothers. And Sea King, Ocean Master, not Sea King.
Ocean Master.
Ocean Master won't acknowledge him as his brother. But at the end of the movie, he acknowledges them as his brothers. And they hug it out. And when they do, I'm the one who cheered the loudest in the theater. And once I clapped, other people started clapping. So I started to clap in a movie theater. Not clap, but I started
So don't go to movies with Sergio. If you get invited, say no. Much as often as I do, because I don't want to see the movies he likes.
Recently, I went on a date. And we were talking about movies with this person. This person had the audacity. You know me well at this point.
Unfortunately.
That you know that one of the 2 things I love is watching a shitty movie or a really good movie. And I hate pretentious.
They're very dichotomous.
Movies. I hate movies that take themselves too serious.
Of course.
That's why I didn't see Oppenheimer because
fuck Oppenheimer.
I don't want to see it. Like it happened in history. It's not fiction, and it just thought himself too popular. And Barbie beat it in the box office. Just saying. Which I'd rather watch that.
I would rather see Margot Robbie than fucking what's his face play Oppenheimer.
Colin Murphy.
Shout out Ireland though. Yeah, Colin Murphy.
Anyway, this person had the audacity to say,
"What did they say?
I don't watch movies."
And you know what? They're so right.
Fuck
movies.
And you know what I did?
Movies are stupid.
You know what I did?
What did you say?
I paid for the tab and I was like, I'm going home.
By queen, by person.
Because I was like,
it was that serious.
It was that serious.
It really was.
I can't date someone who doesn't like movies.
That's like saying I don't like food. Or like
that's exactly.
I don't like drinking. Exactly, what do you mean?
This person literally just like spat in my face.
They really did. That's like such a misnomer to be like, oh, I'm gonna be so cold. I'm gonna say like I don't like media. Everybody consumes media.
It's like saying they don't watch Survivor.
That's like saying I don't breathe air.
Yeah, exactly.
Because even if you don't know about Survivor, you're still going to see clips from like YouTube,
Who doesn't
TikTok.
want to go watch a big thing, like a big movie in a big screen, turn off their brain for an hour to like 2 hours?
It's an event.
Maybe 3 hours.
It's a
and just eat
theater.
popcorn. Who doesn't enjoy that experience? I can't
fun.
imagine someone not enjoying that.
I wonder what kind of person they are. They have to be like hoity-toity, caca-poo-poo to be like, I don't like
This
movies.
person was obnoxious
I
and
watch
pretentious.
films.
I would never go out with this person ever again.
If they said that, then I would have been like, tell me more, sister. Because I wanted like, if you don't like movies, everything is a movie. This is a movie.
I imagine this person only knows movies exist if there's a novel version of this movie.
Oh, yeah. So
So it
like,
gave me that vibe.
what's a fucking, I don't even, fucking Twilight? Mockingbird.
And they're also the person where like, the book is always better.
The book is better.
But did you watch the movie? How do you know the movie's better?
True.
How do you not know that the movie's better than the book?
There is some plot points that are missing because I feel like at least when you
Would
go,
you rather read about the Titanic or watch the 4-hour film of the Titanic?
I would rather read the book because
I would rather watch the movie.
The movie, if you like young Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, I like Kate Winslet, but that movie is just okay to me.
Well, the movie's okay, but I'd rather watch it for 4 hours and read about it.
Is it her story? Yes. But would I rather read about it? I feel like yes, because that old bitch probably has some other salacious tales. She's not telling us. She's a thief, a liar, and a fraud.
I feel like the old bitch is probably dropping jewelry into the ocean,
Exactly.
like so casual. Like,
yeah, she's killing the fucking turtles. Fuck you, Kate Winslet.
Can you imagine how many turtles choked on the
that
diamond,
tried to eat it?
The eye of
Her
the ocean,
blood
whatever it's
diamond?
fucking called.
Exactly, whatever the fuck
Fuck
it's
that
called.
bitch. And there was obviously room on the fucking door.
The door. According to the people who have done the physics, even though there was room, they both would have sunk.
He's a white twink. He was not going to take a lot of
Realistically,
space.
they both were probably like 160 pounds
She was
soaking
probably
wet together.
She was probably heavier than he was, not because like of any like sort of like physical thing, but just saying like that.
Just saying
he was poor in the movie.
They're both skinny legends.
He was a poor runaway, like someone who got on the boat without a ticket. Obviously, he didn't have money, so he probably wasn't eating that much.
You have to think about the drama of it all, Sergio. Just like people who say they don't like movies, sometimes people are Leonardo DiCaprio drowning in the fucking frozen ocean, just for the drama of it all. I feel like though he could have kept swimming though, like he didn't have to.
No,
just like
it was too
die.
cold. That's why he froze to death. That's why he disappeared from the door.
Whatever. Anyway, moving on.
We're getting in a debate about the fucking door.
The stupid fucking Titanic door. But here's the thing: those are the fun, small semantics that you talk about when you can discuss entertainment with someone
Yes,
who
and
understands.
a movie. Oh my god.
That entertainment.
I don't
is
watch
a movie.
movies. Fuck this person.
I don't watch movies. I'm different.
You know,
I'm not
I
like
actually
other girls.
left that date so pissed off that I was
You
like,
were- you were that mad?
I was that mad. I was like,
Why didn't you tell me when this happened? That would have been so much fun.
And like, I was so mad that I like
you were
literally, I blacked out from anger.
You were stupidly mad about it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just going home and watch some fucking movie.
I'm gonna go watch a movie despite this bitch ass fucking person.
I also recently rewatched Beauty and the Beast, the Disney.
the live action.
No. My mom asked the same question. Like the live action. I'm like, no, the animated.
I saw the live action in theaters. It was very bizarre.
Is that the one with Emma Watson?
With Emma Watson and then her uncanny Barbie doll that came out afterwards.
That's a movie with the exclusive gay moment, right?
Yes.
And it's only like 5 seconds.
Only like 2 seconds. Yeah. And you would thought that it would like we were getting
The way they were pushing hard on the exclusively gay moment, you thought it was like the whole movie.
No.
But
It's a
no,
snippet.
it's like 2 seconds.
That's all it
But
is.
like I've never seen that movie, the live action. I recently I saw. Not too recently. It was like maybe a month ago.
Yes.
I rewatched the animated version, and let me tell you,
Yes.
plot not that great.
No.
It's not great.
There's lots of moments of misogyny where you're like, what is happening?
Also,
yeah.
for some reason, I thought the movie was longer.
How long is it? It's
Like
only
an hour and 30, maybe.
Why would it be
It was
longer?
like 90 minutes.
Typical runtime is 90
Yeah,
minutes.
90 minutes. And for some reason,
It's because you're used to fucking 4-hour movies.
True.
That's why.
And but also what was happening was I was convoluting the Christmas, no, not the Christmas one.
Oh, you were getting
there's
your
a direct to
plots
video
mixed up.
VHS one.
Yeah.
Where she's talking to a book. The book is not in the movie, I believe, in the actual movie.
I think you're gaslighting
But I was
yourself.
combining both of those movies together.
I don't think that ever happened. I think you're lying to yourself.
Well, there's a whole part in the movie, the movie I was thinking of, where they're ice skating. No. That doesn't happen in the original film.
No.
Because it happens in only the direct to VHS version of that movie. Know what?
In the I think the direct to VHS is 2 hours long because there's like extra stuff in it.
I mean,
I don't remember if I had it on VHS or DVD, but a lot of the Disney movies, when you buy them physically, typically are longer than the theatrical run. They like include extra stuff, but then also there's like extra commentary and then deleted scenes. I miss deleted scenes from movies, and I wish they would publish bloopers more because it makes the actors feel human. I don't know. That's one of the things that I really like, especially about like what was I watching forever ago? Not Stranger Things. What's Scully and Mulder? Scully and Mulder. What's that show?
Scully and Mulder?
Scully and Mulder.
MASH?
No, not MASH. Who even watches MASH?
So the movie I was combining with it was Belle's Magic World. It's a direct to video
like a short
sequel, not sequel, but like a spin-off,
like epilogue.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, okay,
and it has like it takes place in between the movie, but just different scenes.
Interesting,
because the Beast is still the Beast.
Okay,
and
so it's not resolved.
Yeah, it's not resolved yet.
Oh,
so it takes place between the original film.
So it's kind of like an OVA, just like an extra,
kind of,
just like an extra fun.
Yeah.
This is what's happening behind the scenes. What the fuck is that thing called?
I don't know what you're talking about though.
The red hair detective. They're hunting down UFOs. It's from like the 90s, 80s.
Oh, X-Files?
X-Files.
Oh.
I was watching bloopers like forever ago, and they're really fun. And I miss bloopers and deleted scenes.
What is out there?
We don't know.
And the empty vest of the earth and
maybe I am for physical media and keeping it because
I love
I do
physical
like those
media.
things. We're not going to talk about this again. Shut up. We already talked about it last week. We're not going to talk about it again.
Did?
Yes, because you're like, everybody, we need to start buying physical things.
No, we need to start buying physical media and not just streaming it.
But do you mean DVDs and movies and VHSs, or
don't buy a VHS? VHS isn't helping any of the industry stay up front.
Still have VHSs.
No one's making new VHS.
There's a VHS section at the movie one that we go to.
No one's making new VHSs.
Regardless, you should specify what media you have because there is still like vinyls, cassettes.
Blu-rays, vinyls, 4K DVDs, CDs, books.
So all physical media, basically, which includes VHSs. I would say
there is no point to buying a VHS.
You can't have limitations if you are pro all physical media.
That's all
I'm saying.
Look, I'm
Sergio,
just saying, and don't make me.
Don't piss him off because he's gonna black out and get mad. And I'm about to take an Uber home.
Don't make me raise my voice. A VHS, if you buy one now, it's obviously from an old movie because no one's producing new VHSs. It is not helping the physical media industry. If you buy a modern version of physical media, yes, it is helping. No one's making regular. Oh yeah, they are making regular DVDs, but buy a DVD. Buy a 4K disc, buy a Blu-ray, buy a vinyl.
Buy a cassette tape.
Don't buy the 45 different versions of Taylor Swift's My Kitty Cat Black versions of the vinyls. Just buy the regular vinyl and just be happy with what you got.
Yeah, there are still quite a few like big indie bands who do still produce cassette tapes and vinyls. I thought about buying a cassette tape, but then I was like, what the fuck am I going to play this on? So I didn't buy one.
Well, I mean, cassette tapes are kind of cool to look at, to be honest.
They are really nice.
Well, it depends on the cover art.
Yeah, that's true. I think all the cover art's pretty cool.
But, where was it that I recently saw? Oh, you know what? I think Madonna was doing cassette tapes.
She had cassette tapes.
I think so.
I pegged her more as a vinyl girl. I could see her having
I think a lot of artists just do vinyls right away.
Yeah, I think it's because of like, I kind of blame Urban Outfitters for it because that was kind of where you could find vinyls. And then now they have like K-pop vinyls and like Taylor Swift shit at Walmart and Target now. But I mean, which is pretty good because then you have stuff that's accessible to everybody. It could because some people can't go to the tour, you know, or whatever, or like international fees, whatever.
So, you know how I stopped the podcast last time to get my inhaler? Do
you want to read your friend's comment that I haven't seen?
No, he made a joke.
He knows who he is. I responded.
He knows who he is. I'm not calling him out. It was fun. It was genuinely funny.
Well, I'm just saying for fun because you did interrupt the podcast to go die and
I needed to breathe
and have collapsible lungs.
I needed to open up on lungs. Anyway, When I went to go pick up the medication at Target,
Yes.
the first thing I saw in that Target when you walk in is the junk section, which is the $1, $5 section.
Yeah, the $5
And then the
spot.
next thing you see is a Taylor Swift vinyl thing where
Swift?
the DVD.
She had like a little display of
Yes.
like all T Swift stuff.
So when I walked in, there was a couple of teenage girls that were walking behind me. They walked up and I was like, and I passed by and I said,
"Why are you threatening children?"
I didn't threaten them. I just made a sarcastic comment.
What did you say?
I was like, yeah, I know in 2 weeks she's just going to release a new version of it, right? I just walked away.
Leave these middle
I was
class
right though. She
children
literally
alone.
released new versions of the vinyl like yesterday.
That's crazy. Well, you know who I didn't know had like a million different pressings for the same album? Fucking
Kelly Clarkson?
Not Kelly Clarkson. Melanie Martinez, who I don't
know
really
who that
follow. I mean, I think she's also like a indie alternative artist, whatever. Oh, now you take them
My
off.
ear got itchy. That's why. And I started getting blurry vision.
And nausea,
vomiting,
constipation, etc., etc.
The only thing that's going to help me is Pepto-Bismol.
Upset stomach, diarrhea.
With upset stomach, indigestion, diarrhea.
Melanie Martinez has like fucking 30 pressings of
Why?
the same albums and deluxe version. So there's like purple, green vomit splatter. There's like classic black. There's baby pink. There's blue. There's blue mixed with purple. There's marbling. She has a whole fucking rainbow. And someone like, there's a lot of people on TikTok also who like show off their vinyl records for people who are collectors, people who like obviously like the garden, so they want to like get stuff all they can because they're only doing limited runs of everything. So I understand, but I'm just like, God damn.
But
how many times are you gonna release the same thing but just in a different color?
But here's my question about it: did she release them like together, or does she just do like, oh, we're only releasing the pink one first, and then like in 3 months she releases a new version, a new color
See,
of the vinyl?
I don't know the timeline, but there was also like for like the Crybaby album, which I think is like her first album. There was like 7 different pressings, but I think they maybe corresponded with her tour or whatever.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think like some were available somewhere, some were like UK exclusive, some were
Yeah.
Australia exclusive.
Okay.
So it was kind of like that.
See,
So
that doesn't
I think
bother
the
me
timeline
as
was more
much.
streamlined than doing it like
thing
within
that-
2 weeks.
The thing that bothers me, like, and man, I hate mentioning this person because I don't want people to go after me. But
careful
my
with your
issue
words.
with Taylor Swift is that she makes the same vinyl and then she only adds like 2 different songs onto each different type of vinyl.
Oh.
So she's intentionally making her fans, if they want to
Yeah.
listen to the full discography, right?
You have to buy like 7 different.
She's making them buy separate vinyls just to have 2 extra more songs they haven't heard yet. Does that
Maybe-
make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand it. So like in order
It's
to listen,
overconsumption.
in order to listen to like everything she has, you would have to basically buy like 12 vinyls,
Yes.
flip them back and forth because you only get like 6 songs for one.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make sense when you think of it like distribution wise, but I guess if you just want to make a lot of
I mean,
money,
she's fucking with her audience. That's literally
you want to
what
make a
she's
lot of
doing.
money, I guess it makes sense to have like different kinds of pressings. And then if you want to have an extra song in it, I don't
feel
know.
like as a fan of someone who, I mean, let's say if Lady Gaga did that,
you're
I
n-
just would just buy one.
And that's it.
And that's it. I'm not giving her more money for 2 different songs that are probably mediocre. That's why they weren't originally released.
It also kind of just feels like a misstep maybe by management to be like, oh shit, we forgot these 2, so let's release it again. Instead of taking back all the product, destroying it or whatever, like reusing it. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's a mismanagement because
No.
I think they're all doing it.
You think they're doing it intentionally?
I think they're doing it intentionally.
That's like wasting your fans' money. I don't
Yeah.
understand that.
But
Because if you did care about your audience to a certain degree, you would want to give them a complete product
Yeah.
and not having to buy A and B to listen to the one thing
the whole
together.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if anything, if she
Who
really
knows?
wanted to, she would release one album and be like, "Hey guys,
One-
I have a whole second
one
album with
album per
12 different
vinyl.
songs."
Or do like a special edition, all the singles
Yeah,
together,
exactly.
you know? And
But-
like wait for releases because I feel like releasing them so close together, I feel like that's also just like,
It's a slap in the face.
it's weird. Yeah. It's also just like, why are you, I understand some kids have an infinite amount at their disposal to spend, but not everybody. Again, it's like the accessibility issue.
Yep.
It's like, why are you forcing your fans who maybe have a limited budget to kind of feel left out on because they're not going to
Exactly.
have like the limited
Exactly.
edition poo poo pee pee press, you know?
Also, how is that tour still going on? It's been 3 years.
I'm not saying anything because I don't want to get attacked on Twitter, even if my account's private.
I went And
you went with your sister.
I went with my sister back in 2021.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
No, 2022.
3 years ago. Okay, 2 years ago.
Wait.
When did you go? It was last year.
2020.
2 years ago.
No, it was last year.
H-O-T-T-O-G-O.
It was 2023.
Okay.
It is not.
Last
No,
year.
it was 2022.
2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago.
We'll ask Abby
It's
later
been
to confirm.
2023. It's now 2024. How is this still going on? How many places has she not toured yet?
Miss Worldwide. Well, here's the thing I will say.
Miss Americana.
She's not worldwide?
No. Well, I think that's the title of one of her songs.
Anyways, in her defense, she did get it back from the label, from whatever label like took all of her like master pressings or whatever. She now owns them.
Well, I mean, that's great
in
for
order
her.
for her to like make her money back, which I would assume why is she's re-releasing, we're doing all the tours, etc., to just get back that revenue that was withheld or lost. At least that makes sense industry-wise.
I think what she's doing,
I cannot speak.
I don't think it's necessarily a revenue loss situation.
And her 3-year tour or whatever is happening.
I don't think it's necessarily a revenue loss situation because she's getting money either way because she got it back then. She's getting it now.
Okay.
I think what she's just doing is I'm releasing my own versions, which is just the same exact version as prior. But we're also making sure that Scooter Brand doesn't get more money from the old versions. Because people are just going to go like, I'd rather just listen to the Taylor version of Teardrops on my guitar, Taylor version. And they're just not going to play the Scooter Brand, Braun or whatever his last name is. They're just not going to play that version. They're just going to play the newer version.
Anyways, guys.
Wow. A dissection of Taylor Swift.
I really want to see the garden again because there was 8 iPhones and a DSI obscuring my view.
So you weren't just joking. There was a legit DSI.
I wish I took a picture. Maybe I'll upload my videos, all of them
See,
somewhere.
This is what happens.
I have like 20 clips on my phone.
This is what happens when someone does it one time and everyone thinks, ha, I should do that next time.
Yeah, it's like no one was recording Slater on a fucking DSI. So why are you recording the garden on a DSI? You can't even see it. It was a really good experience. The only thing that soured my experience is one, some people to the left of me had bad breath and were also screaming the lyrics. So I was also getting bad breath in my face. And then secondly, I had like sort of like a like almost like 9 or I guess like 75-degree angle view of the singer and the drummer. And every time something happened or something cool happened, an eruption of iPhones, including the DS, and someone's also like digital camera would come up, and then I couldn't see anything.
Here's my another thing I need to beef about, but like just finish your thing and we could beef about it. I could beef about it.
So that's the reason too why I kind of want to go to VV Fest that's happening in November, and all my friends who are in New York right now who are meeting up and having fun without me because I can't travel unfortunately because I do have limited money and I did spend too much money on merch again the past couple of weeks, past 2 days actually. All my money, hard earned, saved up money that I haven't been utilizing is gone now.
Oh, you know, when you brought up New York, I thought you were gonna say, "Do you want to come with?" But because this is music and this is not music
Sergio
I get invited to, so I would not be invited to New York.
Not invited,
but it's fine.
If you want to go,
I can also be in New York around those dates, and I will have my own fun. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
You want to go to Chicago? We can like
No, I don't want to go to Chicago to see the Bean. No, thank you.
The only thing, but that's what John said too, because
go see the Bean.
On November 7th is the first date for VV Fest, and then November 9th is the second date for VV Fest in Brooklyn, New York. And John's like,
and Brooklyn?
Yes. In Brooklyn. And John was like, we can go to Times Square, we can see the Big Apple, we can see the Statue of Liberty. But in
John
Chicago,
just wants to do the typical tourist stuff.
Exactly. John I want to go see like the cool like bodegas and the museums, and John's like, fuck it, let's go to the Statue of Liberty.
I would rather go see a Broadway show. Speaking of Broadway, Wicked. Did you see the trailer?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my
actually.
God.
Is it everything you wanted?
It looks good, but I just feel like the trailer might be over delivering to make us think it's actually going to be good.
I feel like people who cut trailers have been flopping lately, because why are you showing
they've
me
been flopping for a
the
while,
entire movie in the fucking trailer? Why are you misleading me? Why are you fucking false advertising? Bitch.
Well, no, they're not false advertising. They're fully advertising the whole fucking plot.
Why are you sharing with me spoilers? What if I wanted to go see that movie?
Exactly.
Now, I don't want to go see the movie because you told me everything that's fucking happening. Like that stupid new movie is coming out, Twister. Why did I see the Alamo played like an extended trailer and now I know all the twists?
Yeah. We know
In
that
Twister.
we know one of the 4 main characters are gonna fucking die because we see them get blown into the fucking Twister.
Their whole fucking truck gets fucking flipped into the goddamn Twister.
So
And I wanted to see that movie too because it looked good. Not anymore.
You know the thing I wanted to beef about? You mentioned digital cameras.
Yes.
Why are we bringing back digital cameras if we have them on our fucking phones?
I'm not gonna lie. So the person that was recording with digital camera, the quality was so bad.
Garbage.
And like most modern iPhones, at least from like 10 and beyond, can record and take pictures in 4K.
Yeah.
So your iPhone quality is gonna look way better than what you're recording on the digital camcorder or the DS.
My sister.
Anything for the memes, I guess.
Look, my sister, who is a Gen Zer, a proud one, I believe.
Yes.
She the other day,
I forget
what it was.
She's like, let's buy a digital camera.
I saw her pack her digital camera. I'm like, why is that thing being packed?
What are you doing with that? What is she doing with that?
She's like, I'm gonna take pictures. I'm like, for what? You have your phone.
For fun.
You have space in your phone. Why are you taking pictures with a camera who has limited space? Just for you to put it in your computer and drag it onto your desktop.
And never do anything with it ever again. Not upload it anywhere, just for fun.
Just put it on your fucking phone.
But here's the thing
so stupid. Is it the thing that they brought back simple phones again?
Yeah, they're called, actually Gen Alpha kids call them dumb phones because all you can do is talk and text on them.
And play Snake on it.
Yeah, and you can't like go on the internet.
It's so upsetting that we're letting these people vote.
Regardless, I kind of like that digital cameras are coming back only because you can still like take them to like a CVS, a Walgreens, a Walmart and print out your photos. Because again, thinking of physical media,
you can also do that with your phone. You could send it to a Walgreens kiosk and have them print it out.
How often do you do that though?
I've done it twice.
In your whole life?
In my whole life, I've done it twice.
I've done it more than that. Regardless though, I feel like it's kind of just one of those fun things. Like Polaroids. Like Polaroids make a resurgence every 4 years. They get more expensive, the disposable ones. But
they are more expensive.
But they bring back
time.
like Instax fucking 15, 16, 17, 18. And then also they have those like paper point and shoots that are made out of bamboo. Ugh. But the quality on them is iffy because one of my friends has one. It's like a paper point and shoot. Again, get into hobbies if you want to have them. Have fun with it. But just be mindful. Don't be obnoxious. Also, stop being in front of me and having your phone. Let me enjoy the concert. Yesterday was my day.
My latest concert experience was Madonna's Celebration Tour, which is her singing her popular songs to different eras. Period. Which I think it's the same thing that Taylor Swift is doing. Well, no, Taylor Swift is singing her all fucking albums.
But Madonna
actually has actual bops.
She has a long
my favorite song, as I said on this podcast, is Erotica because it made my mom super uncomfortable. But I was like, yes, and I loved it. My favorite part of the whole experience there is that people took out their phones twice, took pictures, and then they put them away.
That was it.
Shout out. Also, I was probably one of the youngest people there, but you know what? I enjoyed my time there.
Anytime I go to anything Vada Vada related, I feel like I'm the oldest person there. Granted, I'm usually not.
Madonna related?
No, Vada Vada.
Oh.
The Slater.
I heard Madonna or Gwenada, whatever we were hearing.
Vada.
No, but I was just telling you what I heard. Madonna or Gwenada, whatever that.
Who the fuck is Gwenada?
The thing we saw in the movie.
That? Oh, Guandala. Apparently, Antarctica, but before the big freeze happened, was called Guandala. And it doesn't sound real. It sounds fake.
It sounds like something that it's like in the Avatar movie.
Yeah, it sounds like another like subsect of Wakanda from the Black Panther. Like it just. Also, how do they know it was called that? Where is the evidence of it being called that? I mean, granted, people have lived.
But that's the same thought process. Like, how do we know it was called Pangea?
How is the Earth called the Earth? Who named it that?
Well, we did.
Go on, etc. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there probably was like some sort of like ancient fossil like record or whatever that said like Guadala and like ancient fucking hieroglyphics or something. But it just sounds so nonsensical.
It sounds so made up.
Meet me at Guandala. Backshots at Guandala.
And like, I'm like super religious now, but we're like, where was the Bible in that science museum?
Also, how do we know the Earth is actually not flat? Because even though I saw the evidence, I didn't believe it.
So are you coming out as a flat earther?
No round Earth is all I'm saying.
I believe.
Also, Jesus was not there. He was not.
Where was the historical fiction? The historical stuff. Where was Jesus? Where was Jesus on the cross?
At Chili's, I did see.
At Chili's? You saw Jesus at Chili's?
God is in Chili's. We also did go. So I thought Chili's was shutting down, and I told her
that's a whole damn.
We have to
This
go.
is what happens when
We have
you
to
live
go.
on the internet. You
Chronically
believe
online
Chili's are shutting
chronicles.
down.
They're not. We did get a triple dipper though, and it was fantastic.
It was delicious.
It was very good.
I haven't had a Southwest egg roll in a while,
My whole
and
entire
that
life.
shit was good.
I was pleasantly surprised. Everything was really good.
I got full from just the triple dippers, and I brought my whole meal back.
Sergio did also have 7 watermelon lemonades, watermelon
my
iced teas
God.
that felt like I was gonna get diabetes because I
And
took one
tasted
sip.
like bubble gum.
Yeah, whatever syrup that is.
It's not watermelon.
No, it tastes. It starts as watermelon and then it ends up like fucking Hubba Bubba. It's bizarre. Good if that's what you want,
Yeah,
but that's
I mean,
not what
I will order that again next time in the Chili's.
When we go to Chili's again, round 2 at Chili's, I loved the drama that was happening. We went to a Chili's that I don't ever really go to. It was on the opposite side of town.
I've never been to that Chili's.
Why was, as soon as we go to our table, a waitress was beefing with the fucking like mom of a different table?
Was she actually beefing with her?
Yeah, because she's like, I want this kind of drink and it was mixed with this kind of alcohol.
Oh,
and it's
the
not on
table
the
right
menu.
next to us. Yes.
They were being assholes the entire time. And also the mom was being such a bitch to her daughter. She's like, put that down. And then there was also like a graduation family and they were also kind of being obnoxious to the waiter.
Yeah.
They had like all ordered the same fucking thing, but wanted it like split 7 different ways.
Also, why would you go to Chili's? I said this at the table. Why would you
Yeah.
go to Chili's and order surf and turf?
The graduate was right behind you too with like her like big old balloons and like teal cap and everything. What a Cheesecake Factory.
Well, you know me. I'm not aware of who's around me. I do not give
but
a
I'm
shit.
paying attention because
So,
I know.
yeah, you are. But I just don't give a shit. I'm going to say what I want to say.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sergio,
Say what you want to say.
and
I
let the
see
words
you,
fall out.
maybe.
Anyway, our album's dropping soon, guys. It's gonna be called Tax Purposes. A new single coming out in 2 weeks, maybe.
It's just a mix of different bits of songs we actually sing.
Yeah, and it's actually gonna sound really good because we can sing. We just choose not to.
Yeah, we just choose not to.
Yeah, we're actually very talented. If you didn't know.
Taylor Swift has actually hired me to write her songs.
Yeah,
And
he's
honestly,
actually Taylor
I have
Swift's
actually
ghostwriter.
sang on that record, and she
It's just
just
auto-tune.
It's just auto-tune. It's
Exactly.
fine. It's fine.
I did background vocals for Beyonce's new
And
album,
Jennifer
actually.
Lopez. Remember that one time you did for Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah, I'm actually Ashanti. If you
She
guys
actually
didn't know.
like spat her gum on your hair.
She was mad because I
She was
didn't sing
mad.
it in the right tone.
Yeah.
So I told her, I'm sorry, Queen, I'll try again. And then she let me back in the studio off my chains.
And that's where she actually learned about the ham and cheese on the roll
Yeah, I told
and
her
the
about
orange
it.
drink. If you know.
Exactly.
That's where she actually learned.
That's
from.
what she feeds me every day in the basement. That's my only meal of the day. So I'm so skinny now, actually.
Hey, so how do you feel about Jennifer Lopez and Ben? Since you're living in their basement, how do you feel about them maybe getting a divorce?
Ben deserves better. Free my man. He's the other person I share my basement with.
Oh, you do?
She keeps
He's
him
in
down
there too.
Yeah, she only lets him out for Dunkin' runs.
Oh my god.
He doesn't even get to have a Dunkin' coffee anymore. He gets one
my
cigarette a day and that's
God.
it. Because
Poor
she wants
Ben.
because he refuses the Ozempic. So
Oh my god.
come on,
Poor
Ben.
Ben.
Exactly.
Save Ben.
Free my man's. I feel like he was doing better before her.
Or
like post
I
breakup,
don't know
whatever.
about that. That man was like tumbling to, I don't know, self-harm maybe? It looked like it was going there.
Free my king.
Do you think, so you know how Ben Affleck has that
Do I
huge
think?
bird tattoo on his back?
Is a bird tattoo?
It's a phoenix, I believe.
It's a phoenix. Okay,
Do
whatever.
you think he did that as a cry for help?
For her?
No, I think it was like cry for help to get away from her.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna be so real since I'm not like 14 anymore. I don't follow celebrity relationships at all.
Neither do I.
I only
But-
follow, unfortunately, like fucking TikTok YouTuber relationships, which is stupid, but whatever.
Look, the only
It's my
way,
entertainment.
the only reason why I know this is because it comes on my Twitter feed and I read it and I'm like, who fucking cares? But obviously
Yeah.
I do because I'm retaining the information.
You're the one who's being like, oh, do you know about XYZ? And I'm like, no, I don't fucking care. What do you mean?
Cardi B did say she's not voting this year.
Period. Live your life.
And
I
someone
wanted-
said, do not listen from this stupid bimbo.
Hey, she was kind of educated. She does stuff in New York.
I mean, she's educated, but obviously
To a
not
certain degree.
educated well enough to
Yeah.
go like, hey, maybe we should vote, but vote the way you want instead of don't vote.
This is
Because
why
that's
you
essentially what she's telling people.
gotta
Don't
be
vote.
careful who you make famous.
Yes.
I mean, she still has a very charming personality.
It's the reason why America doesn't want to make me famous.
Because you have an unlikable personality.
It's not that. It's because they're afraid of how...
They're afraid of progress.
They're afraid of progress, and they hate...
And Geminis.
Yes, and they're afraid, so afraid of the movement I'm going to cause within...
The uproar.
Gen Z, Gen Alpha, or whatever the fuck, millennials, that they just don't want to give me a platform. And I'm really here just to say that I have been shadow banned from everything. And
you should be. Stay banned.
And it's
we
really
don't need you
bad.
on the internet.
I'm blaming him right now. And
who's him?
Huh?
Who's him?
Joe Biden.
Oh, Daddy
I'm blaming
Biden.
Joe Biden that I've been shadow banned. And honestly, it's not fair for someone like me to be shadow banned while people like Cecilia have a platform online. I do. It's just not fair.
I get to tweet about poop and pee and no one shadow bans me because Elon Musk loves me, actually.
He does.
That's my sugar daddy.
He personally sent you a Tesla that you personally don't drive, right?
I have a Cybertruck. Actually,
you have a Cybertruck.
That's the car that I don't drive.
I believe you told me that the reason why you don't drive it is because...
Not that I don't have a license.
You just don't have a port to charge it, right? That's why?
Because I'm broke. He doesn't know that. He didn't think about that when he said
No. He just sends you the car with no charging port.
Yeah.
But also, it's kind of impossible to find a charging port at your place.
Oh, absolutely. I don't even... People who have electric cars in my area, I don't know where they go to charge it. Because there's no one like
no
near
chargers
us.
over there that I know of. Like moving to something serious, there's no chargers.
No, you have to go to like the East Mockingbird, which is like blocks down. They have a charging station there.
Like I want a charging like an electric vehicle, but at
where
least
are you gonna fucking charge it?
Well, there's chargers at my workplace.
Oh, you can.
So I could just charge them there.
Yeah, someone at the building I work at, they charge their car at work.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Live your life.
But
say what you want to say.
Hashtag
and let the words fall
save
out.
Ben Affleck. Hashtag make me famous.
Oh, I was gonna say also the reason I was gonna say okay, Gabby Hanna fucking falsely shadow banned. People don't know the meaning of that word because your stuff isn't actually being suppressed. Sometimes
you just have sucky engagement.
You just are a flop.
Yep.
And we have to accept our flop era to admit it, to become out of it.
I'm not admitting it because I'm actually shadow banned.
Exactly. Yeah, Sergio, for all legally intense purposes, is shadow banned.
Yeah. Because like all my tweets are fucking fire.
And what's really funny is I don't see any of them. And I unmuted him. I unmuted him 5 years ago. And I don't see any of them unless he sends them to me or posts them on Instagram stories. So
let me tell you.
I'm a fake fan.
I mean, yes, you are. And it's horrible for myself.
He does have bangers. He does have bangers.
You know what was my last tweet?
Tell me. Besides the one you fucking sent to me, bitch.
I don't know what I said. What I last sent to you. But... Oh, the one I sent to you is like, oh, I look like I'm a child, but that was regarding to our podcast.
Oh yeah, Sergio was pregnant. It's boarded now if anybody wants.
So the last tweet I tweeted was, wow, the woke mob really got rid of the charge lemonade. How else am I going to walk the line between life and death now?
Oh, I did see that one. I don't know if I liked it though, because I was also telling my coworker about it that I wanted a fucking charge lemonade and now it's gone when I wanted it.
I thought we lived in America, the land of the free,
guys?
The land of do whatever the fuck you want. But clearly, I can't do that because I wanted charge lemonade, and now you're telling me that I can't fucking get it.
From me?
What is the whole point of living in this fucking country if I can't get charge lemonade whenever I want?
What we used to
just
be
because some bitch ass pussies
with heart conditions,
had heart conditions, and they decided to have charge lemonade, and then decided to die. That's not my fault.
That's not my problem.
That is not my fault.
Why do I have to be punished for their actions?
Hashtag I'm a victim too because you took my right away.
My lemonade away. Daddy Biden, if you give me back my charged lemonade, I'll pay more in taxes next year. Just saying.
Joe Biden.
Just putting it out there.
If you want to be reelected, you do one of two things.
If you're a real one, Joe Biden, this is what you'll do.
You stop the war in Palestine and you will bring back charge lemonade. Those are the only two demands I have.
Things.
It's two simple
Free
things.
Free Palestine and give me back my charge lemonade. Yeah. That's all we want.
Yeah, that's only. Well, I also want free reproductive rights for women.
That's also very important.
Trans rights. What else?
He's gonna be like, all right, now you're asking too much.
He's like,
much. Okay, the first two.
As for reproductive rights, it's like, no.
It's like, I'll give you back a charge lemonade, but women, you want me to care about women? Sorry, Sergio. Get out of my
get the fuck out of here.
You're done. You're out.
Put him in Guantanamo Bay.
We're sorry, guys. We tried.
Sorry. We tried. We don't want to be too political on this podcast.
When we go back to the Supreme Court, just know we'll get back charge lemonades.
You know what Joe Biden should do? You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to make a formal request to pack the courts just so we could bring back Charge Limited.
Yeah.
Look,
That's what we need right now. As a country, we can come together for our fucking Charge Lemonades. Least we can do.
Do you think that the only thing that Panera needed to do with the Charge Lemonade was water it down a little bit more?
Just put more ice in it.
And also
limit the cup sizes you can get.
I was about to say, just do small sizes on the Charge.
Put them behind the bar and not out in the open where kids can get 17 refills. Because my favorite thing is that like the teas were supposed to be like whatever teas before they brought back the Charge Lemonades. There's supposed to be an upcharge for a tea if you get a tea, but you can just buy a soda cup and fill it up with tea because they weren't behind the bar. They were all out next to the other drinks, which is a fault of Panera, not the consumer.
Exactly, because Panera is literally begging you drink as much Charge Limited as you want.
Drink as much green tea as your tiny little bladder can hold, bitch.
We're not charging it, so it's up to you. I mean, it's a disgrace for the country. I think we need to get...
This is a major issue.
It's a major issue.
We need to do something about it.
It's...
Us personally.
We need to protest, honestly, and...
riot in the streets like the French do.
Yes, and we need to behead the people at Panera because...
Panera CEO, watch your fucking back.
We're bringing back the guillotine just for you.
The digitine, as they have coined it on TikTok. But it's a digital guillotine. Oh yeah, a lot of regular like viewers are like blocking influencers.
Oh yeah, the
celebrities as a part of like the digital.
And you know what's funny? They are actually now speaking about Palestine, so it's obviously
because they're
working.
losing their following, and they're because numbers are in power, which is why I always when we were Project Tonic, I would tell everybody you have the power to make a difference, even if you don't think you do.
It's always been like that. So I mean, it's
very true.
It's just like.
Like in Rise of the Planet of the Apes. No, the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Apes are stronger together. We got to come together, fellow apes.
Yeah, as fellow lovers Humans, of Charge Lemonade.
Homo erectus. No, not Homo erectus. Homo sapiens. Fellow Charge Lemonade lovers and lesbians and all my sisters and siblings.
Do you think if you survive a Charge Lemonade, your pee is different afterwards?
It's gonna be blue permanently forever, I think. Do you have anything else you want to share? Are you slaying or sliving anything? Because I don't want my camera to die before.
I'm slaying the day I had today. We went to the Science Museum. We did a lot of fun stuff.
It was very fun.
Very fun day. A lot of fun things to come. My birthday's coming up. We're going to a Pokemon convention.
Yes, we have a lot. Maybe we'll bring the camera and have vlogs. We don't know, but
I'm not vlogging. Maybe you are, but I'm not.
But we're gonna have a lot of fun this summer, hopefully.
Yeah.
We're gonna be on the streets. We're gonna be skinny, sexy on Ozempic.
I'm actually looking forward to the gym.
Oh yeah. Sergio got a gym membership.
What about you? What are you slating?
I'm absolutely loving Slater and the Garden because I went to see them yesterday and the day before. It was very, very fun. I didn't mention it, but Slater was like 2 fucking inches away from me and it was very beautiful, a very wonderful time.
Did you get any sweat on you?
No, but I wanted it so bad. But it's okay. It was a wonderful time and I'm glad I got to see my artist and I cannot wait to continue supporting them.
There's any crowd surfing?
No, because the venue. At the Garden, yes, but it was really funny because you couldn't get up on anything, so like kids were lifting each other up.
Oh, okay.
And so security would like run up and like snatch them out of the crowd. So like 6 different kids, one after another. That security guard was working.
Did you hear about that band that their lead singer fell on someone and paralyzed them?
Be careful.
Yep.
Crowd surfing is dangerous.
It is dangerous. # make me famous.
We'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.